Hello, this is The Way of Fairness. My name is Stephen Childs. This video I'm going to talk about the telepathic communication that I experience. Some are good and some are not good. Some tell the truth and some deceive. So as I started to make the video, I'm hearing that my daughter can't breathe. So they say things like that. They'll tell me that people that I care about are dying or in big trouble. And they try to create painful, emotional pain. And they also try to create pleasure by saying they're going to arrange for you to have a date with a beautiful woman. So they try to get you to think about anything, just so they have your mind under control. So there's the things that you can't do, like you can't say that you're a Satanist at the AA meeting, or you'll feel the opposition even before you say it. So that's what I'm saying now. And then people that are Satanists, in my opinion, wonder why I'm doing it. They don't want me to do it. So I went to the grocery store this morning, and I could feel there were people trying to control by the looks they give you, like they want, probably they're afraid because I'm not under control, and so they're afraid, and so they try to put me under control, their control. We either control ourselves or something else will control us. So what controls me is fairness. I surrender to being fair to everyone, and I'm here to help, not to harm. So that's what controls me is that rational choice to not get myself in trouble. Because if I'm not doing that, I'm susceptible to being put under control, and then I'll be angry, sad, emotional, and the reasoning mind goes out the window. All the logic's gone. They try to provoke anger. When I went to the meeting this morning, I was in extreme physical pain, and I couldn't stand to open my eyes. Any kind of movement out there would really bother me. So I had to close my eyes and just meditate, breathe slowly, deep breaths. And I decided to go out and walk. So I walked for about 10 minutes, and it went away for the most part. And this began last night with this same power that's trying to control me. It's been threatening to cut me in half, to twist me up like a pretzel. It wants me to surrender, and it's about the people that believe there's a supreme being, and I'm an atheist and I don't believe there is. And they want me under their control. They don't want me talking. I'm hearing that, is he still talking? So it's strange how they let me in on what they're doing to some degree. Somebody does. Whoever's causing me to hear the telepathic message is letting me in on some of the conversations they're having. I overhear what they're doing, how they're talking against me. My conclusion on that is that it's a test. So these extraterrestrials that are here within our mind are testing humans. And I was thinking of a scenario where they show up, long ago, thousands of years ago, and they show up to tell the humans that there's no God, and they don't even get that far because the humans see their presence and they're on their knees praying and they think they're God. So then, they start to tell them there's not a supreme being, and then they're like afraid of the devil. So then they think they're the devil. So they just can't get it through humans' minds, the real truth. The humans want to believe something else. So I'm hearing that they're going to kill people. It's coinciding with Trump's insurrection. And I hear this thought from someone often, and it's that we're all gonna die. I hear that frequently. So I've felt like the one that's thinking that has got the other people that are hearing that to blame me because they're all gonna die because I haven't been defeated. So it's like their reasoning ability is really bad. Like, because they believe there's an afterlife, they can't allow anyone to not believe that, or they don't get their afterlife. Why would, it's like, what? What if, like, I don't believe in their God, if I think their God is imaginary, then they have to agree that their God is imaginary just because somebody thinks it is? So they have to control what we think? What? Why? Why are they like that? It's the control. So that somebody that's involved in that is controlling other people. And that one's like a female mind, like in the role of a female human that has other male humans at her beck and call, So she can say, that guy's a problem, and then they'll all gang up on me. And another one that has power like that is like a police mentality. So they say I'm a problem. And in the past, they would say, it appears to be a policeman, in my experience. They're probably like aliens that make us think things that aren't true, but they're like the puppet masters of planet Earth. And then there's the positive puppet masters. They're helping, but they're arranging our world because they make the events happen that are synchronistic. So they're puppet masters of the world, and they're the other ones, and they're in a war against each other. Because I was told that in a dream. So the ones that are unfair, they have to surrender to being fair, and then we forgive them. So the object here is stay unified and stay helpful and not harmful, and just observe what's going on. Be involved in it. If you're not involved in the world, then they have won because they've scared you out of being involved. I have dreams. I dreamed about a finger, a guy with a finger, and he could put the finger in someone's head, it would go in. I don't know if it was like he had the power to kill someone with his touch. And I've had a dream where I could touch someone and they would die. That was being unfair to me. And it really helps to make notes of this stuff that's going on inside your head. And I'm making videos. I'm just putting it online for everyone to listen to. And there's part of me that's like really tired right now telling you that. And it's hard to tell what we experience within that is not our immediate self, and it's an overlap of someone else. I started thinking along those lines years ago, that we could overlap with other people's minds. So I was given some dream experiences where the guy was in my mind, connected or within, and he could say hi to me, and I knew who it was, and I said hi back. And so somebody was saying how they were dreaming how they would show up every day in the dream world for their class that was going to be taught that night from these higher powers. So they were told that this is like a school that we're in. And if there's anything that you're not supposed to talk about, that's where all the energy is on this thing, on this experience. So I stopped to see if there was a place to rent. And so I'm just walking, and I don't have my car, and I'm just experiencing my freedom to walk wherever I want to walk to. So I crossed the highway at the green light. And just because I'm not under control, other people got confused at the intersection. Sometimes there's wrecks because I'm not in the order of their puppet master, and it messes them up. It's really strange. That kind of thing happened I was going to get on the bus in Salt Lake, and I was confused, and they were trying to confuse me. That's what they do. And they can do it. And when I get confused, I'm bewildered. And it takes me a minute to figure out what happened, who did it to me, who put the hex on me or whatever. So I decided I would just walk rather than get on the bus. It was half a mile, quarter to a half a mile walk. So it's no big deal. And so I left the car parked downtown Salt Lake. And I walked. No, I was on the bus. That's right. I was transferring buses. I didn't have the car. So I didn't get on the second bus, and I just walked. And that threw them into confusion when I did that, because I wasn't doing what they thought I was supposed to be doing. So these harmful beings have us fighting against each other. They use the opposition in religion and government systems to keep us fighting each other so they can continue to keep us under control. They benefit from us not having unity. So remember that it's our unity that defeats them. This is like a test. So the higher beings might be testing us with the lower beings to see if the humans can figure this out and unify. And I'm like, why are you making this so difficult? It's dreadful. One of the possibilities is that this war is for real, and the higher beings that care about us and want us to be free and fair to each other, they need help in defeating the unfair team. That's a possibility. If we do the best we can, that's good enough, whatever. And they're not going to win. If we agree to be fair to other people, and we can unify the world with the way of fairness, the World Fairness Agreement, then we have a wonderful future ahead as humans. And if we don't, it's going to be horrible. And then we'll end up extinct after dreadful. They'll end up launching enough nukes that all human life is extinct. And pity those that aren't extinct. So the elite that think they're going to let us all kill each other off and they're going to come back and refurbish the planet. I think they're going to be in for a real rude awakening on how dreadful it is if they do survive. And all we have to do is stop doing other people wrong, and don't let fear stop you. Fear of death, fear of evil, fear of God, fear of Satan, fear of cops. They use, if you're afraid of cops, they'll use cops to try to keep you under control. So I can't be afraid of prison or diseases or anything. I can't be afraid of car wrecks, because if I have any fear of anything, they'll exploit it. So it becomes a joke. So it's like, why do I even bother having any fear? They're just going to turn it against me. And if we're in the right by being fair to others and being helpful and not harmful, then they don't have any argument that's valid. They don't have any valid argument against us that we're not under control, that we're not shutting up. I hear 1,000 times a day, shut up and listen, shut up and listen. I don't want to listen, because they're saying stuff that's ridiculous, that is not rational. Like the argument for God and things like that. It's not a rational argument. And so I don't listen, because it's like, I would rather be in a quiet mind state, just kind of like a peaceful cat, that's just tolerating the humans, likes them, but isn't part of their team. Just kind of be on your own and be at peace in your own mind. Oh yeah, it's like they tell me they want me in peace, like it's a Jesus character. Jesus wants me to be in peace. How can I be in peace if I don't win the war? See, I can't. So it has nothing to do with some other being, Superman somewhere, that can use the magic wand and I'm suddenly in peace, when the world is a disaster. See, that's what they want. They want you to be peaceful and don't hate anyone and just let them, the bad puppet master, completely destroy our future for the children, and we're supposed to be at peace. So we're at peace by, just end my life. I would just want you to end my life. This is horrible. That's what Trump's going to be doing, right? Have a great day.